throughout the years, then at what point, because obviously back then we only had kind of like proof of work, which requires computational power to kind of like verify transactions. And also I think today, a lot of like Bitcoin only people, they would say that's the only thing that actually gives value to the network, being backed by, by energy, which is something that, electricity that costs money, right, in the real world. So at what point did you say, hey, maybe there's something better that we could explore, proof of stake? And how did you start what were the first steps here, the first approaches from your side?
Great question. So there are a lot of myths and incorrect thought patterns that revolve around proof of work. And so as soon as I heard about proof of work, first I thought, hey, brilliant idea. It's an idea I have used also in the past before. Then I thought, hey, this is, as soon as I heard it, I knew that it was incredibly wasteful. But at the same time, I also thought it is the best we've got. It was the best we had at the time. It is a huge step up from everything that came before it. We did not know before Bitcoin how to build open internet scale, financially valuable systems. That word open is very crucial there. Yeah, I know how to build a financial system. I can build it out of my laptop, right? You have a database that holds, that keeps track of who's got how many tokens. That's not hard. What's hard is making it open and accessible. And Bitcoin did that. What's hard is making it decentralized. Bitcoin did that. And but also what's happened with Bitcoin is it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And as it got more and more industrialized, it got more centralized. There aren't that many independent entities that contribute to the Bitcoin blockchain right now. Everybody creates a cartel. They have a nice name for it. They call it a mining pool, but it's a cartel of miners. And there are only a handful of these. In fact, 3 or 4 of them can rewrite the chain. So it's not that decentralized at the end of the day. Bitcoin has great brand recognition. It has great liquidity. So as a financial asset, it's in a strong position. But technically, from a technologist point of view, it is not that decentralized. It's worse than many coins that Bitcoiners would call shit coins. 3 or 4 people can collude and rewrite what happened in the last 6 blocks, steal billions from any centralized exchange. So, that's a real problem for Bitcoin. And it's, it's got other issues as well. Its scale is lacking. It can't, I can pick fault, I can find and point out faults in just about anything. The issue with Bitcoin, to me, isn't really so much that it's slow. It's not so much that it consumes or incentivizes fossil fuel usage. It's not that it's melting the poles. To me, the problem with Bitcoin is its vision is this narrow. And so what is that vision? Replace dollar, replace gold, replace stores of value. I think that's a fine vision. It's great. Bitcoin should do that. And how does Bitcoin try to do this? It tries to do this by being a hard capped asset. Now, what are we trying to do in Avalanche? We're trying to do something totally different. There is much more to the world than battling it out with the dollars and the golds of the world. So in Avalanche, we're trying to digitize all assets. That's our goal. That's so different. I'm not trying to push my coin. I don't really care if you use my coin or not. What I really want to see deep down, I want to see all of that $72 trillion worth of value traded on a blockchain. That's what I want. And like the 1 trillion game of Bitcoin, it's just a drop in the bucket. That's small potatoes. That's that's a small thing. Our vision is broader. And now to do that, it's not this, we do have in Avalanche, we have the same hard cap, right? So we have a similar hard cap to Bitcoin. So there will only be so many AVAXs. So if you like that, okay, well, welcome. We've got that too. We stole a bunch of great ideas from Bitcoin. Like I was, when we were designing Avalanche, I was pretty, brazen. When I see a good idea, I will take it. And Bitcoin had a bunch of good ideas, as I mentioned. So we do a lot of the same things that Bitcoin does, but we do far more. And this is true also for Ethereum. We do a lot of the things that Ethereum does, but we do far more. And that's what you need to be to go after this vision of digitizing all of the world's assets.
So